Salutations and greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome you back here at the Garena Premier League 2016 summer. It's been a long time since we've casted this, since we have the face of the clash of the best teams from the Southeast Asian League. So let's go. We are your shoutcasters for this game 2, coming in from a game 1, no? That's between Vestigial versus Saigon Jokers.
Yeah, that was quite one-sided at the end there.
Yes,
Very
we are your
interesting, but
shoutcasters. Shinbo with a 1 for an eye, of course, and with me,
Atlas.
yes, Atlas. In Tagalog,
Sa
sa wakas.
That's not it.
Yes, we're gonna be your English stream here from Garena Esports Philippines as we wait out, as we have mentioned, game 2 between Kanaya Gaming of Indonesia versus from Malaysia,
Yes, Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
Kuala Lumpur Hunters. What's up with Kuala Lumpur Hunters?
Kuala Lumpur Hunters both of these teams are very storied. They're the most dominant in their country. Kuala Lumpur Hunters, however, I'd say they're very team fight oriented, but they're also very adaptable. They know the meta picks, and I think all of this comes from their strong support staff. They have all of that. They have 2 analysts.
Ooh, 2 analysts. Wow.
This kind of structure is really important to esports teams.
It's like synonymous to the structure from of those Korean teams, like 2 analysts.
Yeah, it's very much like that, and their players are very mechanically sound, much like Imperium from our country.
Yes, from our country, and of course we have for their opponents gonna be Kanaya Gaming, Indonesian. If you said they're very on the meta for the standard, they have a really nice structure. Whereas Kanaya Gaming is kind of a wild card pick against Kuala Lumpur Hunters. On this one, like they have the tendency to pick a jungle Ani on a championship.
And a top lane Alistar.
Yeah, top lane Alistar, Static Shiv,
Infinity
Edge. Imagine that
like
one
So,
coming from Ruben. So let's go. This is the drafting phase. What are your insights as we roll through the bans here, Atlas?
it seems like their bans so far are very, very standard. They've done their homework on what is popular in the entire world. Hecarim, of course, has been nerfed a bit in 6.15, but it's still very strong. Shen, still a very reliable top laner. Lots of map pressure. LeBlanc as well. They're really trying to take away the map pressure from Kanaya Gaming, because Hecarim, Shen, and LeBlanc are very mobile champions in each of their roles. On the side of Kanaya Gaming, though, it seems like they're trying to ban out both the jungler and the mid laner.
Yeah, a lot of investment.
Elise, Victor, and Gragas. It doesn't seem like Kanaya Gaming is banning out Kuala Lumpur Hunter mid laner.
It's interesting, yes. As you could see, Kuala Lumpur Hunters, after removing Hecarim, one of the champ pool for Ocean's 11. Actually, the one who rules the jungle Annie is not Ocean's 11, the jungler here of Kanaya Gaming, but actually it was Ruben. Before playing in the top lane, he was playing for jungle. He was playing as the jungle. And a quick background for Kanaya Gaming. Quick background for Kanaya Gaming. They came from the team Duck in the Box, right? Before they joined Kanaya to form Kanaya Gaming. That explains why there's a duck picture over Kanaya Gaming's logo.
It's the best idea they've ever had, a duck in a box.
As they mentioned, Kanaya Gaming, #GoGreen, #GoGreen. And rolling into the picks here, you could see that the Gragas being banned because Ocean's 11 champ pool includes this Gragas and a Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai being prioritized here by Kuala Lumpur Hunters, and that prompts Graves on this jungle. So, what are your insights as still roll to the picks? And Jhin Karma. Jhin is actually like one of the highest win rate along with Ashe.
Yeah, that's why he's being nerfed in the next patches. And
there works for nerfing him.
I think, yes, there is news of giving him a little bit less damage in early game because he's so dominant.
Yes,
and on the side here is Karma, and I don't think this is gonna go to the support because Karma, she's been played as like a pokey, heavy damage bot lane support, but knowing Ozora Veki, he despite the nerfs onto Karma, he might actually still play that Karma in the mid lane.
And that's very likely. Actually, as I recall, back in our local league, I've seen more Karma mid lanes compared to Karma supports.
And I think.
And there are sometimes there are other games wherein we see Karma in the top lane too.
Yeah, she's a very versatile champion, which is one of her greatest strengths.
Are there any updates on Karma? Upcoming updates for Karma being nerfed?
She was already nerfed. I think she's in a good spot right now, though.
Yeah.
Like very
I'm
balanced.
not sure if that's enough. Unless another champion for the mid lane gets buff. Maybe.
Yeah. I think they need to buff Azir again.
I don't think so.
He's bad, man. Because he has one of the lowest win rates.
Yeah, he has the 3rd lowest win rate, but I think they're just gonna, bury the Emperor in the ground. I'm not sure. Sometimes, as we are nearing the League of Legends World Championships, they are being careful of making big changes now. during the game. Pero here, we are about to complete the lineups here for the side of Kuala Lumpur Hunters. What is happening here, Atlas?
They seem to be picking out their support, which
Yeah.
will be that Braum. So far, they picked out a very beefy lineup
Yeah.
with the Rek'Sai, with the Trundle, and the Braum,
Yeah.
really giving their AD carry here a lot of room to play with. Plus, they have the Karma for extra support there.
Yes,
utility.
yes. Even though kind of an inherent weakness for this composition would be the lack for lockdown,
Ah,
there is
yes,
still
that
the
would be.
knock-up from Rek'Sai, but the power of a good front line, and they have good mobility too. Paired that with that Karma mantra.
Yeah, that would be.
Mantra-inspired Defiance.
Yeah, that would be the one that they would rely on because
Yeah.
they don't have a super reliable engage
Yeah.
such as not even a Malphite.
Yeah.
On the side of Kanai Gaming, though, it
Yeah,
seems like
Kanai
they've had a
Gaming.
pretty aggressive.
No Alistar top lane.
Oh, nah.
Not yet, not yet.
Not yet, but they might actually go for that. They have the top lane probably open here unless they want to go for the Vladimir
Oh,
top.
they're gonna go
but
for
so
Gangplank.
far, oh, okay, the
Of
Gangplank.
course, very standard. Gangplank, Hemoplague. Pair the
Mhm.
Hemoplague with the Cannon Barrage. Crazy
So
amount of
much
damage.
AoE.
Yes.
And this kind of team composition, actually, I had expected more from Kuala Lumpur Hunters, but this aggressive, very aggressive lineup coming from Kanai Gaming might just be Kuala Lumpur Hunters match here.
Yeah, I actually like the Bard peak for
Yeah.
this one. You know, you want
Really
to
goes
pair
with
up.
their high risk, high reward
High risk, high
kind
reward.
of gameplay
Yes.
that Arctic was talking about.
And even though Vestigial lost that game, I love the way how Kra played that Bard.
Ah, yes.
I mean, I kept on observing how he used that magical journey, and he's really being not really on point, but kind of creative in putting those magical journeys whenever he wants to go out or go for the
Yeah,
chase.
Bard really allows for a lot of creativity
Yeah.
because he's such an flexible champion, such a
Mm.
versatile champion, which is what Kanai Gaming seems to be proficient in.
I have a very creative cheese in mind.
Oh no.
Man, wait, listen to this, listen to this. Imagine a Bard. I know you have maybe some summoners who are viewing right now have tried this. Bard and Talia.
Hmm.
Ah,
Might actually work.
might actually work,
Oh,
right?
man.
I mean,
So much combo potential.
Bard, diba? Bard. You have the Talia Weaver's Wall. Then you put the Bard tempered, Bard Magical Journey on the other end, or in the starting
You
end
just have
of the Weaver's
one
Wall.
MRT,
Yeah,
but
you
much
get,
faster.
you get a free railway in game, much faster, and you
Yeah,
also get
much
the black.
faster than the MRT.
Crazy amount of map control because the cool thing, as you have mentioned, there's a lot of creativity that can be done using a Bard because technically, but one of Bard's weapon is the map itself. Like that magical journey, a really nice magical journey could, and a really nice setup going in or going out could be the key points or catalysts whether team fight could go south or north.
Yeah, Tempered Fate really allows for a lot of uses defensively, offensively. You
Yeah.
can use it in turrets, objectives, stuff like that. But we're on to the Rift right
yes,
now.
ladies
This is game
and
2.
gentlemen, Kuala Lumpur Hunters from Malaysia versus Kanaya Gaming, #Go Green, Indonesia. Let's go for game 2, Garena Premier League 2016 Summer. And this is Garena Esports stream from the Philippines. Your shoutcasters, me, Shinbu with the one for an eye, and your analyst, Atlas. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do the champion rundown.
On the blue team, there is Kuala Lumpur Hunters on the top lane. Trolling is 13 Ghosts on that Trundle. KSPL on that Rek'Sai is jungling right now. For the mid lane with Ignite, actually, is Zoraveki on his favorite Karma. For the bot lane duo, it's Cool Kitty and Superior on that Jin and Braum.
Meanwhile, on the red side, saying #Go Green once again. In the top lane, not an Alistar with any static shield or Infinity Edge. It's gonna be Ruben for that Gangplank. In the jungle, it's Ocean's 11, not 12, on that Graves. And of course, in the mid lane, it's gonna be Poka. Poka is very popular. Quite a strong player from Indonesia. He has
Definitely.
been around for lots of championships locally on their league. Poke on that Vladimir, and for the bottom duo, what you have is the Trooper on that Asher for the ADC position, and of course Andre on that Bard support.
I want to note the starting items of these teams.
Yes.
And Ruben went for the Sapphire Crystal and the rechargeable, refillable potion. And this is strange. I think he's going straight for the Sheen here. Getting that early gold, but that might actually impact his early fights and trading against 13 Ghosts. Trundle is, of course, hard to trade with.
Yeah,
And you need that as much as saying. You have the oranges, but it might not be enough against the corrupting potion.
yeah,
that
the corrupting
13
potion,
Ghosts has
especially
picked up.
whenever you receive the chomp. and have hit from the trundle, it will hurt a lot. I wonder
Yeah,
how Ruben will play this out. He definitely, once he got that gold,
yeah,
has to buy that Shin early on to get that
yeah.
early advantage.
He needs to
Yeah,
trade
for that Sapphire
well
Crystal
after
cheese.
he gets that Sheen.
Yeah,
Going straight for the Triforce though. After all that, but so far it seems like nothing too impactful. Oh,
you can see.
yeah,
Look at that one.
he's already having trouble trading. Not able to get out that barrel damage.
Yeah, and look at
That's
that one.
dodged out.
13 goes, has 2 stacks still up on that corrupting potion.
Yep, yep. A lot of sustain combined with his passive. The tribute from those dying minions really helps him out against Ruben here. On the bot lane side, seems like both of these
Well,
Chopper
Chipper
and
and
Andre are
Andre,
really,
yeah,
really pushing him in,
being
trying to push them
able
in here.
to shove the Kuala Lumpur Hunters bottom duo over this one. And you can see how Ruben will be punished by picking up that Sapphire Crystal, but we won't be seeing that. Shoot him up. Now there's going to be the first
Wow.
blood. Quite close under turret there. Pulled up by 13 ghosts. Sapphire Crystal didn't work.
Yeah, yeah, he's really paying for that, and now he's forced to buy the corrupting potion to match that sustain. But at this point, I think that might be too late
Yeah.
to pick up that corrupting potion. Even burning the teleport
Oh
there
my.
to get that wave.
Yeah, even not being able to burn,
Oh.
or rather activate that barrel. One flash
Damn.
in and Poka will kiss the ground. What a nice initiate there, not hesitating. Caspil gets the kill.
Wow, that's 2 kills within a span of a single minute.
Yeah,
And
man.
we're just at 4 minutes into the game. That is extremely surprising. But Kuala Lumpur Hunters, they are this very team fight oriented, so they want to set up for those mid-game and late-game skirmishes. And let's see, Superior going for another aggressive play here, zoning him
Yeah.
out.
Very interesting movement there by Spear, making sure that all those pots,
Yeah.
I think Caretaker's Shrine, there we go. The sustain
stepped
coming in
on.
from Bard. So Superior pulled up that maneuver, going for the aggressive, but mainly to step on. Yes, as you mentioned, those Caretaker Shrine.
Because they
over
do
the
get
celebration.
disabled when you step on them.
Yeah. And sometimes when those Caretaker Shrine manage to grow onto their final form, there's a good amount of sustain coming from that W of Bard.
Yeah, putting them there wasn't the best move.
Yeah.
Earlier
Very
it was
close.
great since they were pushing them in, but now Superior is pushing them back, and the lane is actually stuck here in the middle of the lane.
Yes, and you can see the damage coming in from Andre. A little fun fact about Andre. Andre is actually the newer member, but hold that thought, it's going to be Ocean's 11 for this one. And 13 Ghosts is on the chase. Is that a bit of a delay coming in from Ocean's 11? As you can see, that the engage here being done by the Rek'Sai on top of the top laner. And in an instant, once again, Caspel securing his second kill onto the enemy jungler.
They actually get it, and then the Chopper tried to make a play down there in the bot lane while they see both of their junglers are up there, trying to get a little bit of gold trade.
Yeah.
However, Superior with that Braum blocks out a lot of those projectiles, it seems.
Even Ruben cannot respond properly over that one.
It's
If ever
very
13
hard.
goes decided to engage onto him, it will be very bad, especially if he receives the tunnel and knock up coming in from Caspil.
Yes. A lot of pressure coming from Caspiel. Get
Yes.
that gank in the mid lane and then going straight to the top lane, preventing Ocean 11 from
And
doing his job.
going straight for that Tiamat.
Oh,
Tiamat
lots
Rek'Sai,
of
man.
damage.
Yeah,
And wave and clear for his camps too.
it's gonna be awkward.
It's
for
very
this one.
aggressive, which is actually a good thing to do when you're this ahead
Yeah,
early as a jungler.
it's a big lead here.
Yeah, because right now Ocean 11 only has the Hunter's Machete and 2 longswords, which
Yeah.
cannot match that
Even
item.
Boca is not having a great time against Ozora Veki. Though a Karma and Vladimir matchup, it would lean quite well on a Karma. Especially if you got First Blood, or
Yeah,
if you got the
Second
assist of the
Blood,
First Blood.
actually.
Yes,
Getting
on
assist
to
on
Poca.
that. Actually, I did pick up the Ignite, because usually you see a lot of mid laners going at least if you're Ghost Flash, if you're a TF or a Vladimir. But here he picked up the Ignite, probably against that Vladimir to mitigate a lot of that healing while
Yeah.
they're fighting.
Well, you can see that the Sheen is now complete for that Gangplank. Let's see what kind of power spike will be pulled off over the top lanes. As you can see the Pirate trying to trade up with the Troll King, but of course there's a Gang King being pulled up by Ocean's 11. Hemoplate gets paired up with the Cannon Barrettes, doesn't get tagged though there by the end of the line, and Ozora Vaiki will walk onto safety.
Not opting
Towards
to go for that collateral damage to try and get that kill there. Probably expected that he'd shield at the last moment.
Yeah,
So that's the power of that mid lane karma that's been getting popular in the
Yeah,
Southeast Asian
you have to take note of Zora
regions.
Becky. She still has her ignite.
Yeah, even with the changes in 6.15, you'd think that, no, with how adaptable the Kuala Lumpur Hunters are, you'd think that he'd pick up something else.
Yeah,
But he really likes his champion. He knows it a lot. He just needs to play it very well despite the nerfs.
yeah.
And he
And
seems to be doing that.
what I know about Poca also for the side of Kanaya Gaming is that Poca, well wait, hold that top, some engage here over the bottom lane. Exhaust being put here on Cool Kitty. There's gonna be a longer exhaust though on the Ash, still the re-engage. You can see how Cool Kitty is just reloading. That's the crazy champion Jin. The only champion and character in game that reloads in the
Other
middle
than
of a fight.
Graves.
Oh, Graves,
Yeah,
yeah.
Graves also reloads, but it's a lot faster because it scales
Yeah,
a little bit
compared
with his attack
to
speed.
Jin, man. Four bullets.
Oh, yeah.
Just for this one. And wow, Ruben, even with that Sheen, I think it's just they know.
Caspian just walks away.
Yeah, casually locks away Caspiel on that one. He knows that it's the end for Ruben, and he's just being very efficient. His presence felt all over, or rather on the mid lane, on the top side lane also of the map.
Yeah, efficiency with time is something very important for junglers. And Rek'Sai is one of those champions that plays around with that, good with her Void Rush. A little fight here in the mid lane, no, just a little bit of trading. Actually, it's not even a trade, it just gets knocked out with that Soul Flare coming from Zora Vecchi.
That Soul Flare didn't connect, huh?
Hmm?
That Soul Flare didn't connect.
Oh, it didn't connect.
Kind
oh,
of awkward
okay.
hitbox
Yeah, no,
there.
yeah. Riot, your hitboxes.
Onto,
Just kidding.
onto the Vladimir.
Yeah, but he's getting pushed back into this lane. The ties of
Yeah.
blood,
Yeah. And
not enough for this wave clear and getting
Look at-
harassed out while going for that
look
CS.
at also for the CS lead here by the
Oh,
Karma.
20,
Now
that's
it's
3
gonna be
waves.
Caspel. He's gonna go for the dive under, and Ash here gonna get the arrow. Enchanted Crystal Arrow though is now on cooldown. So in the back line they will put the Cannon Barrage. Puts on the chase. It's gonna be Ruben tagging Caspiel.
With that
Gonna
cannon
be another
barrage.
kill and a shutdown kill for
Yeah, that's
the
quite
enemy jungler.
strange.
Yeah.
Or a little bit greedy there with
Yeah, very
Caspiel, or
greedy.
it was a misclick. But either way, that gives Kanai Gaming a little bit of leeway.
Yeah.
And it gives Ruben a chance to get back into this lane. 'Cause
Good.
that Sheen purchase did not seem to be going well for him top lane.
And good thing, Chopper has her Enchanted Crystal Arrow on cooldown during
Oh,
that
yeah.
fight. Could have been a sure kill. No need to use the Cannon Barrage on Caspiel after that very aggressive tower dive.
Too
After that
aggressive
magical
even.
journey.
But right now, I think it's still anyone's game. The 2K gold lead is pretty big at like 10 minutes into the game. But looking at the win conditions, both teams have very similar win conditions, which is get a really good team fight.
Yep.
And then snowball off the game with that. It
Yeah.
has not reached that point in the game where both teams are team fighting into snowball
Especially
territory. But the Chopper and Andre are really doing a good job in the bot lane, surviving. And with that little boost of gold gained from Caspiel diving, they should have a lot more time and freedom.
and on the context of scaling,
Mhm.
both of these two teams actually has their late game secured.
Yeah, a lot of
It's
late game.
actually, I think, what will decide this game would be the team fight. And considering these two, I think Kanaya Gaming has more kits on when it comes to team fights.
Actually,
on
they
having
do.
on having a better presence in team fights. But when their cooldowns has been used, that's gonna be their problem now. But
Yeah,
look at
Ocean's
this one
11
over the
though.
top lane. You can see how Ocean's 11 gets caught up by 3 members there by Kuala Lumpur Hunters. Wow, that kind of
Wow.
rotation and easy picking from that jungler. I wonder if did he even recognize that there are enemies there?
I think so, because he does have the Void Sense, the Tremor Sense rather, and he can track down even the Krug, so if they're moving just a little bit,
Yeah,
he can track that down and see Ocean 11 trying to clear his own jungle.
yeah, it's 5-1 and it's very clear how the Hunters from Kuala Lumpur are on the offensive now, being even able to camp that red side jungle against Graves.
Yeah, have a little bit of deep warding there.
Yeah.
Got cleared out earlier, but on your earlier point, and how these teams have very good scaling,
Yes.
but Kalai Gaming has a little more damage in their kits.
Yeah,
They do.
and-
They have the Gangplank, they have the Vladimir, they
Yes.
have 4 champions that bring out a lot of DPS. But I said that Kuala Lumpur Hunters is very team fight focused.
Yeah,
Their compositions are like this, and
allow them for a re-engage.
yeah, and they're also
Yeah.
mechanically very good
Yeah.
in their region at
Yeah,
least.
if ever these cooldowns, these ultimates, this setup here by Kanaya Gaming didn't hit on the right target,
Mhm.
that's the power of Kuala Lumpur Hunters composition. They're very tanky, they could have the proper mobility given Ozora Veki, and they could go for a re-engage to Kanai Gaming with their cooldowns off.
So that's the challenge for Kanai Gaming here, is to actually pull the trigger at the right time at the right targets.
Yeah.
And the side of Kuala Lumpur Hunters, so they have a lot more freedom in how they want to fire their weapons. They have a
Yes.
very beefy tank line, and if they wish, if Kanai Gaming doesn't play the cards right,
Look at that. Puts the ignite onto Poka. And Ozora Becky knows when he will win a trade up.
oh man.
What is happening to Poka? I mean, did he even know na there's an ignite over that one? Definitely will
Plus
stop.
the Moralonomicon.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of healing mitigation right there already. And as I was saying, they need to play their cards right,
Oh.
and they did not hit the target,
And
there,
that's the cooldown
even
we're
though they
speaking
pulled the
about.
trigger.
I mean, if that Enchanted Crystal Arrow is now down, that's gonna be a crucial ultimate gun for Kanaya Gaming. Actually,
For at
if
least a minute.
yeah, if ever for a minute Kuala Lumpur Hunters wants to take the offensive over this bottom lane, they can. Void Rush will be up now for Caspel if he ever wants to transfer here over the bottom lane. But the thing is,
Caspiel wants to focus at the top lane
yeah.
though, but he always has that Void Rush ready.
yeah, though there's no tunnel over
Oh,
this
there's no
bottom
tunnel
lane.
around that side, but there is one near the behind the
yeah.
towers.
Yeah, it's very hard to see. It's violet. I was
It's purple.
expected the tunnel to be red. It's purple, yes, purple. So let's see another team fight about to break out. Of course, Captivate Objects coming in from Cool Kitty. Nobody's taking manage of Cool Kitty though. There's the Ignite now being put there, coming in from the support. And you can see Poka is now on the defensive. All turns 11. Andre, this trundle will get collapsed on by 4 members under the Dragon Pit. So, oh, wow, you can see the curtain call coming in from the Gene, and 13 ghosts will become a ghost after, receiving the brown members here coming in from Kanaya Gaming. Kind of an awkward positioning there by Kuala Lumpur Hunters. But I have the Chamat, I have the damage. Captain
snipe!
Ojets puts in the snipe. 360 no scope, a 2-for-2 exchange, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, I think that was a 420 no scope. Go green.
Oh,
But yeah, that was in the end. That was a 2-for-2 trade, and in that earlier stage of that dragon fight, Kuala Lumpur Hunters was very, very scattered. 13 Ghosts was alone there. I actually like his little maneuver.
Yep.
Trying to go for a little retreat and then flashing in for Andre, but in the end it wasn't successful. Had to rely on Caspiel to get that cleanup in the lane itself, but you can't do that.
yeah, and look at that. Look at Caspiel, as you mentioned.
Huh?
Caspiel is building damage, actually.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna go for a warrior
yeah,
next.
she can actually go for the Titanic Hydra. And the thing is, tons of tankiness coming in from Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
Mhm.
What they lack is the lockdown plus the crowd controls. But they have the chase and they have the tankiness, as I've mentioned. So, who can deal against these tanks? Who can deal against these heavy damage dealing tanks in the front line of Kuala Lumpur Hunters?
It has to be a lot of their
Yeah.
own front line.
Yeah.
It has to be that Gangplank. It has to be
Gangplank,
that.
but
Has to be
I'm
the
not so
Gangplank
sure.
and Ocean 11.
Yeah.
But looking at their scores and their gold right now,
It will be
they're gonna have a
dangerous.
lot of trouble, a lot of work
Yeah.
for them here. Because otherwise, they can just barrel through with the speed boost they
Yeah.
get from Ozora Veki. 13 Ghosts is very painful, actually, going straight for that Ravenous Hydra.
yeah, it's
And Cool Kitty-
very clear that Kanaya Gaming has to keep their distance against Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
Yeah, that's very hard when their team comp is so reliant on being up close and personal, except for the Ash.
Yeah, so you can see
Oh.
now superior Captivate Ogents won't connect. Of course, there's the Unbreakables making sure that there's the defensive for the Trooper in the mid lane. We can see how low Poka gets slated through from that Ignite. You can see also 13 goes. So this is the lockdown of Kuala Lumpur's Hunter composition. But if we were talking about pressure, the pressure is on against Kanaya
The
Gaming.
pressure is definitely on, allowing Azura Veki to go on an almost 5-wave lead against his lane opponent, Pokke here. Over 30.
Zora Becky is
Matching
really a good mid laner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matching it in kills though, but
You could-
still, being behind a lot of gold is important.
You could-
Not very ideal for a mid laner like Pokke.
Yeah, you could learn a thing or two from him.
Hey, that was my fault. That was just a little inside joke there. Don't worry about that.
It's not just you, other mid laners too. So let's see. You can see that Andre now is gonna get tagged here. Gets chased now along with his partner, the Trooper. Bottom duo here, but Kanaya Gaming now gone. So you can see another chase here. Superior is just on point with that Winter's Bite. Will they be able to put in the lockdown and the city on the Poka? Sanguine Pool, though it won't be enough. Oh, one last hit won't be. And this Ocean's 11 Poka walking away, but two members once again bottom duo gone for Kanaya Gaming.
That's what you were saying. They don't have too much lockdown to finish out these kills. What they do have, though, is strength in these skirmishes. They got 1 or 2 kills, go for the objective like this Mountain Drake here, possibly even going for the bot tower after.
Yeah.
That's their strength here, I think. The team fighting, they are a team fighting team here, Kuala Lumpur Hunters,
Yep.
but in this composition, I think their skirmish is really, really good.
And this is very interesting. First dragon of the game gets
Mountain
taken
Drake.
on 17 minutes, 35 seconds. You could see how the priorities went for these two teams,
Yeah,
especially for Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
Yeah, a lot of them went straight for the lanes.
Yeah, went straight for the lanes, went straight for the kills.
Yeah, 10-3
Straight out of
already.
Compton.
Straight out of Compton, leading them to a 6K gold lead against
Yeah.
Kanai Gaming, plus the Mountain Drake.
That's a big lead.
At this point of the
6K.
game, it's huge.
6K. 18
Nothing.
minutes into the game, Caspiel is now onto the chase, but of course there's the quick draw plus the battles coming in from Gangplank. The positioning here questionable coming in from Poka, but of course that won't be enough to burst him. This is just 2 tanks collapsing onto him. Actually, Poka could still scale by those AP and get those sustained from the transfusion, but for these cakes, for this one, no Sanguine Pool will be enough. Prey Seeker is gonna be Caspiel now tagging the jungler too on this one. Ocean's 11 and Zoraveki puts in the chase. Focus Resolve plus Prey Seeker, and just like that, picks all over the red side jungle. Make that number 3 as Kruben also gets collapsed on by this dynamic duo mid lane jungle
Wow.
combo. Caspiel and Ozora Becky, 3 kills in the blink of an eye against Kanaya Gaming. Kuala Lumpur Hunters, living up with the name Hunters.
Yeah, they are Hunters and Skirmishers. They've been ambushing really well in the jungle of Kanai Gaming. Oh, sniping too.
Oh,
It's taking aim.
yeah. Of course, Max
actually
range.
quits
There's the
that.
range from Curtain Call.
It's focusing on the tower, but Leo superior.
Yes, of course, you
Oh!
also have the 4th bullet from from the ray gun of Cool Kitty.
It's high noon for Cool Kitty here.
Yes, man.
Getting that draw out.
Let's see in the
Wow.
itemization of the Jin. 302, sitting now on 302. All he needs is just that Yunus Ghostblade. Because, you know, the Yunus Ghostblade, if you have the attack speed,
Go
buff
straight to your
from Yunus
AD.
Ghostblade, go straight to your AD. What the best part of Yunus Ghostblade for Jin is the movement speed.
The movement speed
Yeah.
and the armor penetration is really
Yeah.
good for him. But yeah, Kuala Lumpur Hunters,
Yes.
they're doing really good in these skirmishes. They've been doing these small 2v2,
Yeah.
3v3 fights,
And
and they've been winning.
actually, with conditions of Kanaya Gaming, they're not following it. They have to group up, put in the wombo combo, at least in the back line. Now, who can deal with this kind of front line? 13 goes. He's trying to be chased here by, no, he's getting chased here by 3 members. But this jungle is posing to become, or is already a problem now for
Yeah.
Kanaya Gaming.
Oh,
And Ruben
God.
put it in a bad position here. What a nice flank there from Caspel. Even Andre plus the Graves here won't be enough to deal decent damage on this damage dealing Rek'Sai. Just too tanky too.
Oh. Did not yet complete the full
Yeah.
Hydra, going straight for the
Randuins.
Randuins. But still, that's a lot of damage, and the rotations come from Kanai Gaming to counter this damaging front line. Is not working well. They've been rotating too late,
Yeah, man.
and that's costing them the lives of their top laners and their mid laners. And with how behind the Chopper is right now, that's not the best situation you can be in. It's actually really hard to get back against this very skirmishy team comp that
Yeah.
Kuala Lumpur Hunters have drafted in.
So, maybe if we don't have the win conditions being met here, let's have the not lose conditions.
The not lose
Yeah,
conditions,
because
because if you
there's-
don't lose for long enough,
Yeah,
you win.
when I believe in League of Legends, sometimes it's very hard to determine how to win a game.
Mhm.
But you know, it's very obvious how to lose a game.
Yes, actually, that's
It's
true.
very easy how to determine how I will lose the game. So that's my mindset. I try to determine the things that I have to do to lose the game. and I try my best not to do it.
A lot of more passive pro teams in
Yeah.
other regions
Yeah.
like NA and EU, that's their mindset.
Yeah,
It's
you could
like,
just go for the passive
Yeah.
play on this one for the
We
side of
have-
Kanai
yeah.
Gaming. So what they need if they want to stall out the game is wave clear. And do they have the wave clear?
They
Obviously.
have a lot of
They
wave
have a lot
clear.
of
They have the
wave clear.
barrels, the end of the line, the volley. I could go on
Yeah.
forever. So right
Even
now, that's
Dr-
what they need to do. They
Poca.
do have win conditions, but
Yes.
right now it's too risky to go for them.
Yeah.
They need to go for their not lose conditions, as you said.
Yeah. Though
But they
I
have a
s-
chance here.
I can still recommend a 5v5 stack.
Yeah,
for a
5v5,
clash.
but
But you
they're
need to
so
land.
yeah, there's
Yeah, you need to land those ultimates.
that, and they're so outstatted right
Yeah.
now. 10k gold lead. This could be their opportunity though.
Yeah.
A Baron throw maybe.
Yeah, let's see. Poca lands that Hemo Plague in the back line. Ozora
Oh.
Becky won't be there to deal decent damage and support their front line too. But of course, this 13th goes once again, zoning out 3 members. He goes for the chase. It's just as crazy as is this top laner paired with a jungler, plus the bullets coming in from the ADC Gene. It's gonna be Ruben receiving the 4th
Oh.
bullet, and you can see how Ruben becomes a flower. Now onto the chase to the Trooper, the knockup also from the Caspiel, and there's another ADC Oceans 11. It's gonna fall back. It's 4 members, 4 allies that is gone after that Baron Siege. No, it won't be. He won't be given enough time as once again this duo Deja Vu in the top lane, making that big mid laner and jungle combo. Kuala Lumpur Hunters, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, they had the opportunity there. They were taking a
Yeah.
little long to get that Baron down. They have a very good tempered fate from Andre,
Yeah.
but they were too outstatted. Immediately, Kuala Lumpur Hunters rotates away from the Baron and straight for the members of of Kanaya Gaming. Good mindfulness to actually stop that objective.
Yes, and
Here
remember the
is the
replay
replay. That very nice.
Nice.
Tempered Fate, giving them a lot of time to engage here, but Paka is a little
Nice.
bit too forward. You see here he's going
Nice.
to try and go for the AoE,
Nice.
but he is alone. Not a lot of
Nice.
his team members are there, and
Nice.
you see Andre here having to run away. The Chopper and Ocean 11 were not there to back him up.
Yeah.
And here is 13 Ghost just going straight
Yeah,
for
look at
it.
that one.
Fearless,
3v1.
subjugating from a lot more tankiness. And
Flashing
here
in.
comes Caspiel. Oh man, look at the damage in the backline shooting coming
And
from.
look at the damage coming in from Trooper.
Yeah, look at
Not
this.
enough
Oh
to
my god, that's explosive.
Yeah, not enough to den a hole onto Caspiel and even onto,
So yeah,
onto
that's,
13 goes.
the gap in stacks is huge. And here comes Ruben right after the replay dying already.
How many members of Kanaya Gaming died on this spot?
Oh yeah.
Over the top lane side. Been up
Top
this
lane
side.
is dangerous,
Kuala
man.
Lumpur Hunters, yeah.
You think top lane is an island because everyone's always, oh, that's a very good 420 no scope.
What the
Go
hell?
green.
Oh my
man.
god. Captivate Ojins there by Colgate is snapping out Andre. This Jin is really proficient with his champion, and right now, tending to the 5v4 advantage. They're gonna go for the Baron once again. So Poca not willing to let go of that one. His teammates, they are not on the same page as him. Will they go for the initiate? You can see the 3-man Hemo Plague forced to use the Sunken Pool. Where is my backup? There is my backup. My backup falling back. And you can see also the Curtain Call being activated here. And there's the 4th bullet. Also a double kill there being pulled off now by Cool Kitty. I think this could be the game with the ADC and the mid lane gone. Kuala Lumpur Hunters is now knocking on Kanaya Gaming's door.
Oh man, and I don't think they have enough stats to actually push back this siege here. Not even a siege, it's just a demolition onto that. No, those Nexus turrets going straight for the Nexus.
It's just,
oh, dodges
it's
the
just
tempered
Kuala Lumpur Hunter saying, "Hi, hello, we're gonna close the game."
fate. Oh
take this
man, very
victory.
clean from them.
Yes, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few stacks, few kills before we close out the game. You can see how Oceans 11 once again and another member kissed their ground. Kuala Lumpur Hunters with a clean victory against Kanaya Gaming. Wow. Very clean match. put up
Very,
there
very
by
clean.
Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
And Caspiel was so impactful
Yeah.
there, but kudos to their AD
Caspiel.
carry.
Caspiel and I'd say their mid laner also.
Yeah, they're mid
Karma.
laner as well, but
Yeah.
you see that Jin there, that's what all Jin players should aspire to be. From the back line, like an assassin,
Yeah.
one shot, one kill. Wow.
Like that accuracy and proficiency in landing your skill shots and long range kit on Jin
It's actually really hard because
Yes.
the hitbox is so thin.
mitigates the immobility or the lack for mobility
Of the champion,
of
yes.
Jin. And that's the best part of Jin. You have this very long range and big burst damage. It's a matter of just landing.
And if you combine that with how much damage the rest of his team was doing,
Yeah.
that was just
Cashbill just
finisher.
rushing them.
I know.
Jam it.
Void rushing right into
Yeah.
the middle of the enemy team.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 of Garena Premier League between Kanaya Gaming versus Kuala Lumpur Hunters. It's gonna be Malaysia's pride, Malaysia's team taking on that victory over a clean win, as I've said, on Kanaya Gaming. And of course, next game we have our very own
Oh.
representative, Acclaim Emperor X, taking on the formidable, very powerful Bangkok Titans. The Titans.
DKT.
The
Yeah,
Titans,
we're gonna be
man.
hunting Titans right
Yes,
after
man.
this.
Let's see if we have Aaron side for this one. We've been your shoutcasters. I am Shinbu with the 1 for an eye.
And I am Atlas.
GPL. Here by the
Oh,
Karma.
20,
Now
that's
it's
3
gonna be
waves.
Cashbill. He's gonna go for the dive under, and Asher gonna get